The hardest time in Indiana to buy a house. Do you guys know the hardest time to buy a house in Indiana? It is from about the middle of February till the end of May. That is the hardest time to buy a house. Statistically, that's where you've got the least amount of homes for sale. It's not until you get into June, July, August, September where we see inventory spike up and a lot less buyers getting out of the market. One, they've either bought a house or they gave up or they decided to just keep renting. And that all kind of turns over around that May mark. Then after that, the game loosens up a little bit and you can get in there. So if you're buying a house between the middle of February and May, where it's the hardest time for a buyer because there's not a lot of houses to look at and you got all the buyers out there competing against each other, adjust your price range so that you can be competitive. Mm-hmm. Too many buyers are going out there trying to buy at the peak. And when you get into a bidding war, let's say your price range is $300,000 and the house is listed at $300,000, you got no room to be competitive.
Yeah.
So sometimes, I know it's hard, sometimes you got to back it down a little bit and start looking at homes that are $275,000 or $280,000 to give you that wiggle room to go up and still be competitive and then still be within your budget.
We need to come up with a different term for bidding. We need to coin a new term.
Bidding war. What would be another term for bidding war? Oh man,
it's got to sound cool.
Bidding war sounds kind of cool.
It does sound pretty cool.
That's why it makes the headlines. You start talking about bidding wars, and that's what makes a good YouTube video. It makes a good LinkedIn post. You know.
Yeah.
I would also say this for you agents: stop telling everybody that you created a bidding war.
Because you didn't.
Because you didn't. And if you did, sometimes that says that maybe you either didn't know the market or the price of the home, or you just weren't serving your client the best. It's a great post. Got into another bidding war, won the bidding war. Be careful with that because you're going to scare off people and you're just creating anxiety in our real estate market that doesn't need to be there.
It's true. Yeah. Well, if anybody's out there shopping this spring, good luck. Hopefully you don't get into a bidding war as a buyer, as a seller. I hope you get into a bidding war because that's a good situation to be in. And let's see what happens this year.
Let's see what happens. This real estate market's poised to be one of the better years. I was looking at some statistics where, in a good, healthy market across the United States, there's about 5 million transactions per year. And for the last several years, we haven't even gotten over 4 million. Last year, the amount of sales that we had across the country was as low as we've seen since like 1993. Mm-hmm. So this year, I've been reading some statistics that we're going to be getting over 4 million. I hope that we get there. I think interest rates are a little bit more stable than where they've been. So we'll see if that helps out. But there's some strategies to know. Come up with a good game plan. Like we always say, line up your money first. Come up with a good game plan. Meet with a real estate professional.
Yep.
And for all of you agents that are out there, talk about your strategies. Lay it all out there. Show them how you negotiate for your sellers and for your buyers. Talk about your negotiation strategy. I think one way that I like to explain it is that, and I want them to know that this isn't me going out there and getting into an arm wrestling match with all these agents out there trying to strong arm them and to bring in their best offer. It is a very collaborative situation with me.
Yeah.
And when you can get the other agent on your side and start working together on putting together the best offer for both sides, that's a true win-win. And I think that's how real estate should be done.
I agree.